Why 49ers coach Kyle Shanahan believes Kyler Murray can be the scariest QB in the NFL. As the San Francisco 49ers prepare to face Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals, head coach Kyle Shanahan is acutely aware of the challenges that lie ahead. Shanahan emphasized the significant difference in Murray's performance compared to last season when the quarterback was still recovering from a torn ACL. When asked about Murray's evolution this season, Shanahan remarked, "He just looks so much more comfortable." He noted that while Murray showed promise last year, he was still finding his footing in a new offensive scheme. You could tell he consciously tried to play within the confines of the offense, which was different to see. Shanahan explained, Murray's ability to create plays outside of the traditional offense makes him particularly dangerous. When he isn't playing within the confines of the offense, how he can be the scariest guy in the league, Shanahan stated. The quarterback has consistently played at a high level when healthy, and it's clear he's back to form this season. Through 4 games, Murray has completed 75 of 108 passes, 69%, for 777 yards, with 6 touchdowns and just 1 interception. Additionally, his mobility remains a key asset, as he has rushed 16 times for 164 yards. With the support of a revamped offense, including rookie standout Marvin Harrison Jr. and a healthy James Conner and Trey McBride, Murray is better equipped to succeed than he was last year. Historically, the 49ers' defense has faced difficulties against mobile quarterbacks, and Shanahan knows that if Murray can evade their pressure, he could significantly impact the game. As they gear up for their first matchup of the season, the 49ers are preparing for a formidable challenge in Murray, who has the potential to be a game-changer. Colts injury update. Jonathan Taylor out for Week 5, Anthony Richardson questionable. The Indianapolis Colts have officially ruled out running back Jonathan Taylor for their Week 5 matchup against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Taylor, who has been dealing with a high ankle sprain, did not practice this week and will miss the game, continuing a frustrating trend with this ankle, which has caused issues in the past. Taylor's current injury mirrors a similar situation from 2022, when he also suffered a high ankle sprain that sidelined him for several games before he ultimately required surgery. While this sprain is reportedly not as severe, his history suggests that recovery may take longer than expected. Before the injury, Taylor was having a strong season, accumulating 349 rushing yards and 4 touchdowns in just 4 games. In addition to Taylor's absence, Colts quarterback Anthony Richardson remains questionable for Sunday. He has been day-to-day with an oblique injury, but also appears to be dealing with a hip issue. Richardson practiced throughout the week but was limited. Notably, Joe Flacco has taken most of the first-team snaps during practice, signaling that Richardson may not be ready to play. The Colts are likely being cautious with Richardson, especially given his injury history. He missed significant time last season due to shoulder surgery. With both key players sidelined, the Colts will need to adjust their game plan significantly heading into Sunday's contest against the Jaguars. Fantasy football. Week 5 full PPR rankings. As Week 5 kicks off, fantasy football managers face new challenges with the beginning of bye weeks. Teams like the Philadelphia Eagles, Detroit Lions, Los Angeles Chargers, and Tennessee Titans are on break, leaving a gap in some high-powered offenses. Here's how to navigate the rankings and set your lineup for success. Quarterbacks, QBs. Patrick Mahomes, KC. Josh Allen, BUF. Jalen Hurts, Phi. Joe Burrow, Sin. Justin Fields, Chi. Jordan Love, GB, after his surprising QB1 finish in Week 4. He's a must-start. Trevor Lawrence, Jax. Tua Tagovailoa, Mia. Geno Smith, C. Dak Prescott, Dal. Running backs, RBs. Christian McCaffrey, SF. Derrick Henry, 10. Austin Eckler, Lack. Bijan Robinson, ATL. Tony Pollard, Dal. Saquon Barkley, NYG. Travis Etienne, Jax. Josh Jacobs, LV. Khalil Herbert, Chi. Raheem Mostert, Mia. Wide receivers, WRs. Tyreek Hill, Mia. Justin Jefferson, Min. Stephon Diggs, BUF. A.J. Brown, Phi. Devontae Adams, LV. CeeDee Lamb, Dal. Devonta Smith, Phi. DJ Moore, Kai. Amon Ross Street Brown, Det. Chris Olave, No. Tight ends, TEs. Travis Kelce, KC. Mark Andrews, Bal. George Kittle, SF. TJ Hawkinson, Min. Darren Waller, NYG. Kyle Pitts, ATL. David Njoku, CLE. Pat Freiermuth, Pitt. Dalton Schultz, WHO. Zach Ertz, RE. Flex Rankings. Christian McCaffrey, RB. Tyreek Hill, WR. Travis Etienne, RB. A.J. Brown, WR. Khalil Herbert, RB. Chris Olave, WR. Josh Jacobs, RB. Devonta Smith, WR. Raheem Mostert, RB. DJ Moore, WR. Defense, Special Teams, DST. San Francisco 49ers D, Street. Dallas Cowboys D, Street. Buffalo Bills D, Street. Baltimore Ravens D, Street. Pittsburgh Steelers D, Street. Kickers. Justin Tucker, Bal. Evan McPherson, Sin. Matt Prater, RE. Harrison Bucker, KC. Tyler Bass, BUF. Key takeaways. Bye-week considerations. Make sure to adjust your roster for missing players from the Eagles, Lions, Chargers, and Titans. Injury updates. Keep an eye on player statuses leading up to game time to ensure you have active players in your lineup. Start high upside players, especially in the flex spot. Consider players with big play potential to maximize points in full PPR formats. Good luck in your matchups this week. Let's aim for victory and keep pushing toward fantasy glory. NFL Injury Tracker, Week 5. Rashee Rice to IR. Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Rashee Rice was carted off the field during Sunday's victory over the Los Angeles Chargers due to a knee injury, with initial fears of a torn ACL. While further tests are pending, the Chiefs have placed him on injured reserve, meaning he will miss at least the next 4 games. Head coach Andy Reid noted, "We're hoping for the best, but we'll have to see how it unfolds." Malik Nabers ruled out. The New York Giants have officially ruled out rookie wide receiver Malik Nabers for their Sunday matchup against the Seattle Seahawks after suffering a concussion during last Thursday's game against the Cowboys. Head coach Brian Daboll confirmed Nabers is making progress, but he will not be available this week. Browns Alex Wright out for season. Cleveland Browns defensive end Alex Wright announced that he will undergo season-ending surgery on his triceps after dealing with pain since August. In his 4 appearances this season, Wright recorded 8 tackles and 1 sack. Nick Chubb returns to practice. Browns running back Nick Chubb made a significant step forward by returning to practice after over a year recovering from a severe knee injury. Chubb stated, "It didn't feel real. It felt like a dream." While he has been ruled out for Week 5, he has entered a 21-day window to potentially return to the active roster. Jonathan Taylor and Anthony Richardson updates. Indianapolis Colts running back Jonathan Taylor will not play against the Jaguars due to a high ankle sprain. Quarterback Anthony Richardson is questionable for the game, further complicating the Colts' offensive plans. Other notable injuries. New York Jets. T. Morgan Moses, knee, out. LBCJ Mosley, toe, doubtful. Minnesota Vikings. TJ Hawkinson, knee, out. Carolina Panthers. LB Josie Jewell, hamstring, groin, out. RB Shai Tuttle, foot, questionable. Cleveland Browns. Alex Wright, triceps, out. RB Nick Chubb, knee, out. Las Vegas Raiders. WR Devontae Adams, hamstring, out. San Francisco 49ers. LB Demetrius Flanagan Fowles, calf, out. George Kittle, ribs, questionable. New Orleans Saints. Kansas City Chiefs. WR Rashee Rice, knee, out. What John Lynch cleverly said about the possibility of Devontae Adams joining the 49ers. When asked about the potential of trading for star receiver Devontae Adams, 49ers general manager John Lynch provided a thoughtful response that left the door open. Albeit cautiously, "We really like our current roster. Devontae is an incredible player," Lynch shared during his appearance on KNBR's Murph and Marcus. "We've always been proactive and open to exploring opportunities, and we're never afraid to pull the trigger when it makes sense. That said, we feel pretty good about where we stand this year." Lynch acknowledged the team has faced injuries but emphasized, We never say never. Any trade has to work for both sides. But it particularly needs to work for us. Right now, we're happy with our lineup. Adams has expressed a desire to leave the Raiders after 2 seasons. With ESPN's Adam Schefter reporting that the team is open to trade discussions. The All-Pro wide receiver seems to prefer reuniting with one of his former quarterbacks, either Aaron Rodgers with the Jets or Derek Carr with the Saints. However, he is also considering other options, including potential moves to the Steelers, Ravens, Cowboys, and yes, the 49ers. As we know, Lynch and his team have a knack for strategic maneuvers in the league, showcasing their ability to think several steps ahead. His latest comments reinforce the idea that in the world of NFL negotiations, nothing is ever completely off the table for the 49ers.